All right, and welcome back to another episode of Tender Witch Doctor in the Kitchen. And today we are trying to channel spring. So we're doing a little bit of tropical stuff. We are doing some pineapple upside down cake, and we're gonna drink a killer bee. So make sure you have your EpiPen on hand if you are kind of worried about that. Couple of disclaimers real quick. If you're under 21, don't drink. And as usual, I'll put the recipes where I got them down in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, hit the bell if you want to get future notifications. Okay, and so since we are not doing it exactly the way that the recipe calls for, which is fine, we're going to make mini pineapple upside down cakes in these. And for the topping, which you're supposed to make first, it calls for half a cup of brown sugar and melted butter. And then after this is all in, you put it in there with your pineapples and cherries. Now, when I go to put this in the pan, I'm not doing the ringlets. I got chunk pineapple. Mostly because I wanted to make mini cakes. And we will see where this adventure takes us. All right, so I have the topping made. It actually kind of worked out this way. It's all in there. I'm gonna make the batter now. All right, and here in the mix, you're supposed to cream the butter, which the butter might be a little bit warmer than it should be, but we'll get there, no worries. Once you have it creamed, you're supposed to add in your egg. You add in your vanilla. Now the vanilla I use is actually a bean paste. And I like that because I like what it does, and I love the flavor a little bit better than just regular vanilla. And I went ahead and I added my sour cream, and now I'm adding my pineapple juice to it. Okay, for your dry ingredients, I'm just going to go ahead and mix it all in this measuring cup because it can all fit in here. So you have your flour. They call for an all-purpose flour. I'm going to go ahead and use a cake flour so it's a little bit more bouncy and moist. Half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Just make sure that's mixed up pretty good. All right, and then after you have that mixed up, we slowly add in our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. Okay, I have the batter poured into the oversized muffin tin that I'm going to bake the cake in. Just so you know, it may be the flour that I use since I used a cake flour, but the batter is very fluffy. So these, I'm excited about these. I'm sure they're going to taste really good. All right, and it looks like we might be close to pulling these out. I even get to use my new oven mitt. Kind of excited about this. My old oven mitt was a glow-in-the-dark skeleton hand. That's Selim, who you've met on the show a few times. I don't mean to be making you all sick here. He thinks the show is about him also. Grabbed my favorite oven mitt and made it to where it's no longer usable. All right, I'm gonna check these real quick. Okay, and after 5 minutes of cooling, you're supposed to invert them and let them finish cooling that way. They turned out rather nice. I've already done the cut around the edges to help with that. And actually, what I think I will do here to make my life a little bit easier is probably go like this. Haha. Voila. Not too bad. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna do to these, just to add a little bit of oomph, is pour on some key lime rum cream. I had some banana also, but I figured that would make it too pina colada-like. And our drink is not pina colada, so we don't want to go too terribly far with it. Just enough to give it a little bit of extra flavor there. Okay, and time for drinks. All right, and we're on to the cocktail making portion of our video. And we are doing a killer bee, so, you know, make sure you have your EpiPen ready. We've got some rum. Tonight's rum, we're using plantation rum, and the stuff has been out for like 9 months up here. I mean, no place had it. So I was very happy when we saw it to have for tonight's video. I'm gonna do some passion fruit juice in here. And as you can see, this is a build in the glass kind of drink. It's not a stirrer or shaker. There is quite a few recipes out there for this drink. Well, that was fun. Got a little bit of excitement there that we weren't counting on. Have our club soda. Yeah, so some of the other recipes that are out there for this are spicy versions, and some of them call for like a teaspoon of straight black pepper, and that just did not sound appealing to me at all. All right, and we need a teaspoon of honey. I have these big things of honey because we were gonna make some mead, and I grabbed the wrong honey to make mead with. So I have quite a bit of honey to make some candy, do some drinks with, and not have to worry. We also need some lime juice, and you're supposed to use fresh limes, but I kind of forgot when I went to the store earlier, so I'm sure we will be okay with a teaspoon of some of our squeezed lime juice we already had. Make sure that's in there good, because you know how honey can be when you mix it, right? Then you gotta do a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. It calls for a garnish of some nutmeg. I really do need to get a smaller one of these. I had one that would work slightly better. And then you know how it is, people helping in the kitchen. All right, but that's how you make the drink, and we'll be on to tasting notes in a few.
The Tender Witch Doctor in the kitchen brought over a pineapple cake, and it looks very moist. And excuse me, is there something wrong?
Well, yes, ma'am. Your data on the cake is inaccurate.
How's that?
Well, I just happened to be eating one of these cakes, and I know for a fact that it's a pineapple upside down cake.
And just how did you discover this?
Well, that's classified.
It's what?
Classified, ma'am. You know, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I saw the recipe, and the Tender Witch Doctor in the kitchen sees to it that I know more than you.
Well, doesn't seem so in this case now, does it?
Well then, if it's an upside down cake, how did you eat it?
Because I was inverted. No, really, man. It's true. I did. And they're delicious. Here's a close-up of it. Look, they're very tender, delicious, moist. Look at those little chunks of pineapple and the cherries on the top. Oh, that makes it just beautiful. This is normally a pineapple upside down cake done in a sheet pan, but I think she did little muffin cups. These are upside down. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to take a taste. Oh, man. Light, fluffy. Woo! That's very good. Woo! I'm going to need something to put these flames out. Bartender, give me a drink. This is a killer bee. Never heard of this one before, but it's actually very good. A little fruity, kind of goes good with a pineapple cake, a little fruity drink. I think there's some, a little spice in there, like a nutmeg or pumpkin pie spice or something, but actually very good. Way to go, Tender Witch Doctor in the kitchen. And seriously, folks, we have a lot of fun with these videos, and if you enjoy them at all, please help her out by hitting that like button and the subscribe button. You know what? It doesn't cost you anything. Just hit it, and it'll help her out a lot. From cabin fever in Alaska, take care.
All right, and we're back for tasting notes. We have our killer bee. See how this is. See if I need my EpiPen.
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
It's okay.
That's not my drink, but it's okay.
Yeah, it is very tropical. Now it makes me wonder if I should have tried the spicy one with the peppers. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. This looks fantastic, though. I'm very excited about this.
Let's see how it does with our mini. I should probably show you real quick.
Selim almost got to be in the tasting. Yeah. I like it.
It is good.
I like pineapple, though. Some people don't like pineapple. I like how Selim's like, if I can't be seen, I will be heard.
Like I said before earlier in the video, he thinks the video is all about him.
That's fun, baby. Great job.
So yeah, no, the cake is good. The drink is very tropical. If you decide to try these, let me know in the comments. If you change them and you come up with something slightly different, let me know in the comments. I am also open to suggestions. And if you want to be a taste tester, let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time.